Good morning. Here in Nova Scotia, it's a chilly December 26th morning, and I'm just popping in to share, like I do weekly, some tips, some tools, things that may help you on your healing journey. And I share all the things that I incorporate and implement into my life as I kind of jumped into a deep, deep healing journey. And from a spiritual perspective, and to me, spirit is anything that you call spirit. It could be God, it could be your inner self, your higher self, the universe, source, your inner guidance system. All of these words to me are interchangeable. So it's what resonates with you, what speaks to you, what calls you from a deeper knowing. Those are the things that I like to share spiritually. So if you're new to this channel, you can hit subscribe. If this video resonates with you, you can share it out into your community too. So I feel like we have to share the things out into the world. We have to share whatever gifts we have, and we all have them. And gifts aren't just naturally given to us usually. Gifts are things we hone in on and we practice. And when we do it enough times and we reap the benefits of whatever that is, nothing's meant to stay within us. And nothing does. Whether you share it out with your words, whether you're just sharing who you are with your family, we all do this. So when we work on ourselves and we improve ourselves, that kind of puts pebbles in the water of everything around us. So it is important to share. And sometimes we can get caught up in, what do I have to share? Or there's so many other people out there doing these things. Why should I bother? And that's, again, I talk about the lies of the mind a lot because that's a big lie. It's a big lie. So whatever you are doing to create something in your life, you're meant to share it, whether it's with one person or many people or on a YouTube channel or wherever it is. You are meant to share that with the world. So that's one of the reasons why I share in these YouTube videos, is because I know that the things that helped me in my deepest despair after Rehtaeh died, and all of the trauma that followed her after her experience while she was here, and then all the things that happened afterwards in the years to follow in the media, and just all of it, all of the healing journey, speaking out when I was terrified and I did it anyway. All of these things are very, very important to share out into the world because they're not meant to keep inside of you. Even on my yoga journey, when I took my yoga teacher training, I was only taking the yoga teacher training because I wanted more knowledge for my own healing. I wasn't going to share it. I just loved the deeper teachings of yoga so much. And it was helping me so much that I decided to dive in deep and take the yoga teacher training for me. And then it was that last weekend of the yoga retreat. It was probably the last day too. I just felt like the yoga practice and all that it's done for me is just so sweet. It was just so sweet in my body and in my soul. A thought came to me from a deeper place, a deeper knowing. That's what we want to listen to. Something will come and tell you, do this or don't do that. But often we just push it away, or we can't hold the energy of it because the energy of it starts to kind of build it within us. And if it's too big of energy for the energy vibration that we're holding, because maybe we're holding a lower, not lower doesn't mean bad or good, but maybe our energy field right now is lower. When it comes up and we get excited and we can't hold it, then we push it back down. So when that started happening, it's like during that yoga teacher training, it was like, you know what? This practice is just so sweet not to share it with other people that might benefit from it. So that's when I realized, the very last weekend when I was getting my certification, that I had to share this with other people. So they too. And yes, there's many, many, many yoga teachers out there. And I could have easily talked myself out of it and said, well, no, I'll just keep this yoga practice for me. There's enough yoga practitioners out there. Why would I want to add to another one? Why do I want to be another one? People can get that from other people. See, our mind, I could have talked myself out of that. But my deeper knowing, my deeper essence of who I was telling me otherwise. It was telling me, you should share this. And so any gifts or any nuggets of wisdom or whatever it is that brings you joy, that makes you you, that you have cultivated in practice enough that you just know it, should be shared. Because whatever comes through us doesn't really belong to us to keep. We should be sharing it out. And you know what? That wasn't even the topic of this YouTube clip today. That just came through me just now. The topic of today was actually going to be, and now I'll just transition into that, the topic of today, things just kind of come through people sometimes. And it's important when it comes through to just let it go. I don't edit my videos. I don't have a script for my videos. I don't have notes for my videos. I think about something that pops up into my mind. And I let it kind of swirl around in there for a little bit. And then I hit record. And then I share it out. So I keep it all as it is. And that's what works for me. Something else might work for somebody else. But today's topic is over this holiday season. It's okay to be both this and that. It's okay to feel grateful for what you have and sad for things that you don't have, the people that aren't there. And we can get really busy distracting ourselves. And sometimes we have to kind of put on the dinner and put on the, show up and decorate your house for your children or your family or whatever your tradition is. But there's going to come a moment if you already have some grief in there, and most of us do, and that's okay, to take a moment. What happens for me usually is I get caught up in the busyness and I'm doing it and I'm just kind of going, and I'm not doing it begrudgingly, I'm just kind of there. And then after it's over, like the next day or the day after, when I'm in silence, when there's quiet, when there's downtime, maybe the kids are in bed, maybe it's before you wake up, that you feel something. A sadness, a reminiscence of what was, or what maybe never was. Maybe you didn't have the Christmases you long for, or the way it's portrayed. Or maybe there's somebody missing. So for me, of course I miss my parents at Christmas, because that's where I spent most of my Christmases as a child. Not since. I've had my own family since then, but now it's my sister has Alzheimer's, and so she didn't come over. Sometimes it's just not a good day for her, or I'm not close to other family members. There's some I am, and most I'm not. So we can feel a sadness come up, or you can feel and you can feel the gratitude for what you do have, the family you have, the gatherings, the people that's come to your home or that you went to their home. You can have this and that. But after the hustle and bustle, in the stillness, I will sit there. And it's really important for me to sit there with my sadness that my child, my first child, is not here at the table. She's not here to share these memories. She's not here as we walk into a new year. So it's okay for me to sit with that and to not push it away when it does arrive. And knowing that it's going to arrive, and knowing that it's not going to mean that I'm going to have weeks of despair. It means that I'm going to honor it. And today, I honor it. I don't know if you can see this. I honor it with one of her. Probably can't see that. Anyway, this is her design. This is a mug. And this is actually her signature. where is it? You can't really see it, but that is Ritea's signature. And to just hold this mug and sip it and remind me of the 17 years I had with her, and to be in the place that feels sad, and I can feel sad and grateful at the same time. So it doesn't have to be an either or thing. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, that I hope that if you have any sadness over this holiday season, I hope that you're making room for it. I hope that you're showing up for it, because that is an act of self-love. When we honor it and we stay with it and we say, I see you, I know you're sad, of course you're sad. Why wouldn't you be sad? It's okay. Speaking to your emotions like you would a small child is so important for your healing journey. And it doesn't mean you have to stay there, but it does mean that when our emotions come up, it means that we have to make room for them, and we have to make space to honor all that we are. In love and in joy and happiness and sadness, we make room for all of it. We don't push the negative feelings away in search of the feel good. How can I numb out? How can I get in a hit of excitement? Right? We don't want to do that. And also in January starts my Soul Speak membership program again for 6 months. It's a 6-month program where I walk you through and mentor you for 6 months. I offer twice a year. If you're interested in that program, please reach out and let me know. I can send you an outline. It's my signature program. It's my baby. And every time I offer it, I walk through the whole process. These are all the things I do every day anyways, but I walk through the process with you again, because I believe that when we offer something to people, we're actually walking parts of us with parts of you too. Like, we walk it together because we're all connected. So that's what I want to share today. I hope this resonated with you and gave you a little insight. To me, the most spiritual practice we can do it's very practical. It's these tips and these tools that I share with you weekly. This is it. It's bits and pieces that we incorporate daily. It's not these great big things. It's the little things that we choose in each moment that's going to determine our future tomorrow, the next day, next month. So I will see you again next week.